Hello, alright, I'm gonna do, this is gonna be the reading for the second card that fell, It's the card of the star. So this is the card that you guys were drawn to for this video. So I'm gonna jump straight into the message and see what it does, okay? We'll see where we get. Okay, so you guys are starting with the Two of Water and the Child. I think there is something relating to your past, maybe when you were younger, that's coming maybe back up. Something, you know, that has to do with emotion, just because I'm seeing because it's the Two of Water. There is something about like a playful companionship, maybe from childhood or something like that. It's because now with this child card, it makes me almost, it feels almost like they're playing, the two fishes are playing together. I'm gonna keep going, but I think it has something to do with something from the past, or I'm gonna keep going and see what I'm getting from the other cards, to see which way I'm gonna go with this, or I'm gonna go, you know, like to see which way it wants me to go with this, because I don't want to talk too much about this without knowing what the rest is. You know what I mean? Because there is at the same time this thing of this companionship of maybe as a child, but also this child looking at the Two of Water, those two fish swimming, almost with a look of looking at the two fishes. I don't know. I kind of get that feel like, oh, I wish I could do that. You know, I wish I could. You know, that's why I'm gonna wait and see, because I'm trying to see if it's something from the past, or if it's a reaction that's being that's that this Two of Water is bringing. You know, like looking at these two fishes and thinking, oh, I wish I could do that. You know, I wish I could. Da 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 da. You know, so we're gonna keep going and see. We have the Hierophant and the Heart of the Sky. That's a beautiful card. That's one of the cards I've never pulled before. Again, something that has to do with time and moon and sorry, I hate doing those long thing of silence. I'm just trying to get the feel. I feel like this is a different reading, and if I'm really trying to get the right message, I don't want to. Sorry about that noise. My upstairs neighbors. Attends 2 secondes, Titi. There is really a feeling of of wishing something could happen. It has some, and it's something emotional. Because even when you look at the card of the heart of the sky, look at her gaze, almost looking at again with you know, wishing, oh, I wish I could do that, I wish, you know. Ok, Titi, 2 secondes parce que du coup tu me gênes. Okay, what I'm getting from this thing, you're turning away from the Hierophant, and for me the Hierophant, especially in these readings, remind me of a how do you call that? You know, when you make you know, it's almost like I kind of see it as you in your power, but you're looking away from it. I think you're still being pulled towards something else. That is maybe slowing down your progress, not doing back step, you know, like 1 step forward, 2 steps back or anything, but I think it's you're I get this feeling that there's just something that you don't want to, a seriousness that you don't want to deal with what is happening to you, you know, because you know there is something really big behind it, and there is this thing of man, you know, they're doing this, you know, why can't I go play, you know, like, how come everybody's in recess and I'm over here doing this, you know, and da 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 da, you know, this maybe still a part of you that needs to accept the mission. Maybe I'm gonna keep going and see, but there is this feeling of not wanting to find this wanting to find a wanting to find a childlike attitude almost, you know. Because next you have the 5 of Fire and the Lightning. And I'm gonna interpret these 2 cards, but when you're looking at it like this, you're looking towards. It's almost like hold on. Let me talk about these 2 cards first, and then I'll bring in the Heart of Sky card back in. You know, it's almost a feeling of, you know, when you're looking at, I'm looking at this 5 of Fire, and for some reason the sentence, I mean the thing of stuck in their ways keeps popping up in my head. Stuck in their ways, stuck in their ways. I feel like it has something to do with this child card because of the way she's dressed. Maybe the child in you that's a bit more stubborn, and that wants to take life easier than... Okay, this is what I'm getting. It feels almost like you're going through life, and because you have all this stuff to do, to, you know, to do your initiation and stuff like that, a lot of difficult things are happening to you. And on one hand, you know that you have to go through that because it still makes you, you know, you're growing from it, you know, even if you identify as a child or something, you know that this is essential for your growth. But you know, with all this comes great responsibilities. And I think it's those responsibilities that you're kind of fearing and doubting if you can do it, because you know it may get harder as life goes, which I don't think it's necessarily going to get harder. I just think it's going to be different things, you know, bring out different things as time goes on. It's not necessarily going to be harder, you know. And I think this is what this means, and especially with the stuck in their ways. I think it shows almost the fear that you have, maybe to keep going. But I also get that feeling that even though you fear it's gonna get harder, or you feel like you're so disconnected from the rest of the world and from other people, that you're very, you know, that you're just by yourself, because these two are just by themselves, you know, going through life, learning their, you know, doing what they have to do, coming out so beautiful, so deep, so magical, you know. But you still have that, it's, you know, it's funny, I have this thing in my room this thing in my room that looks a lot like these cards, especially this one. I just realized that. And with the same face, this face of it's a serious face, you know, a very serious face. Hello again, Titi. But I think even though the four of fire is being clarified by the lightning, which, I mean, I always see that outline of the inside the card, you know, but today I'm seeing the lightning really as an actual lightning, not necessarily with the thunder, just the lightning, you know, that electricity. When you're looking the three cards, I'm going to bring in the heart of sky now. It's almost like the heart of sky is, there is a link between these two cards, the heart of sky and the lightning card. You know, you're looking at the five of fire, like, do I really have to be alone? Do I really have to do all this by myself, you know, deal with this by myself, whatever your case may be? Yes. And attends 2 secondes, Titi. Sorry guys, hold on just 1 second. Okay, I have to put her on the... Titi, allez. Je sais, mais je te ferai des câlins tout à l'heure. Oh my god, he's never gonna stop. And yeah, so when I'm looking at the heart of the sky, and it's like the lightning is emerging from that card. Ti-ti-bou. It's already a difficult message to get. And she's making it even harder. Okay, sorry guys, I'm back. The neighbor's dog started barking outside, so she got interested in that. That's awesome. Okay, so I was saying, yeah, it looks like I'm really not struggling, but I'm trying to get that message, because there is something very beautiful about, there is something very emotional about it, very some sort of melancholy about it, with the look on the girls' faces and the fact that they're by themselves. But the beauty that is happening inside of you with these two cards. Look at that. This is what's happening inside of you. You see it? Look at that. How beautiful it is. It's beautiful. It's calm. It's, yeah, it's deep. It's so many things. So many things. And for some reason, there is this look. I think you're having trouble seeing what is happening to you. You know, maybe you're only seeing maybe you're only deciding to see the negative, and I'm taking it as negative because, like, today I'm only seeing the lightning part, really, just the lightning, the event, just the striking electricity, like the event, the 12th of a second event, and that's the only thing that you have maybe your eyes turned towards, or more like this, because it's like there's a link between these two cards. Like you're only seeing, yeah, the negative sides almost, and you're forgetting to see what's inside of you, the beautiful thing, you know what I mean? Next we have the King of Water and the Sweat Lodge. Again, going through something difficult, the Sweat Lodge. It's not a tower, but for me it's the purge, that purge that's happening to everybody. Ancestral purges as well, because as you can see on the Sweat Lodge, there is a lot of Mayan or Aztec, you see, and on each side there, and then on the top that calendar thing on top here. I don't know if you can see it. Oh, yeah. And it's like you're being welcomed by my favorite King of Water. You know? It's like you're coming out of there and you're just being... Come over here, you've done a great job, you know? This person was looking at you the whole time, or this energy was looking at you the whole time. And they're very proud of you for what you have done. They're very proud of you for what you have accomplished, and very proud of you for where you've been. They see. Actually, I'm gonna put it like this. They see, because even the Hierophant is you. It's just you that you're not accepting entirely for many reasons. But they see what you have become. They see you. They see the beauty inside of you. They see the beauty outside. They see your strength. They see that you can do anything. You know, shooting that ball of light. But also manifesting change, because the 5 is the number of change. You're manifesting things, you know, changes in your life. You're doing all of this. And he's seeing it. Or this energy is seeing it. It could be several people that come in as the King of Water just to signify that they're loving, you know. Also. You're being recognized for what you have done, especially on the other side, you know, like on the by all the loving energies. Next we have the Five of Water and Soul Retrieval. Yeah, you've been transformed. You went through your metamorphosis. You're coming out of that sweat lodge. Tired, but changed. You're emerging. And it's the fact also that you're tired that is preventing you from seeing of seeing yourself what you have become. It's normal that you're tired. I mean, especially with everything that's happening now with the energy shifts and stuff like that. It's very normal to be tired, exhausted. But with everything, you know, you're purging even through your dreams. So even sometimes nighttime is still a challenge because you are experiencing things. And in your dreams, unless you're used to lucid dreaming, in your dreams a lot of and if you can lucid dream, a lot of the times it means you have a certain thing of a certain amount of control also. But it's in your dream you don't always control. Ah, hold on, no, another one that wants to come in. All right, sorry, I have too many cats. But yeah, it's whatever. In your dreams you can't control what you're going, what's happening to you, you know, and what you're saying. And it's kind of like it's the dreams. To me, this is me speaking. To me, dreams are the ultimate test to know where you're at in something. Because when something comes up in your dream and you can't control your reaction is extremely natural, even more than in when you're awake doing your everyday routine. And you still think, you know, you still have you can turn your tongue 7 times in your mouth. You know, in French it's a saying, you have to think before you speak. You do it in everyday life, but in a dream it's almost not like that. It just happens naturally, you know, your intentions, the way you handle things. And for me, dreaming a lot of the times is the ultimate test to know if I have understood something, depending on how I deal with it in the dream. And since you're just coming out of that cocoon, you're still having trouble seeing exactly where the dots are, where the what from the, you know, everything in you. You're still having a little bit, you know, you're just, okay, I'm gonna go to bed. You know, like just too focused on oh my god, that was hard, oh my god, that sucked, you know. And you're not seeing the end result. But now you've these are two beautiful cards to end with. I think it's a clarifier as far as the manifestation, the fact that now you can manifest. Look at that. It's the Ten of Fire clarified by the rainbow. Isn't it this beautiful? Because now, like in this, you know what you have, you know what you can do. All these things that you can do, the power that you have. And the rainbow is just, for me, You know, it to for me the rainbow talks about beauty, alchemy also, um, just loving energy. And you're with your, you know, in your life now, you're able to create some momentum and just shoot like this. For me, this is a man. All right, sorry. I'm gonna try to finish because these are the last few cards. Yes, and this is this is the same thing as this card, and with the fact that ball of white light. Maybe. You see what I mean? The fact that she has all the tools that she needs, and she just, and you can see that ball of light, just the thing she's just manifested, just fly away, being sent into the manifestation boudoir until it comes in 3D. It's kind of like that. It's this is also for me the same thing with this action moving forward. You can manifest stuff. You've transferred so much that you can't even, I think you're having trouble understanding exactly how much you've obtained from this, because I think you have to go through hardship to get it, but in the end you are a magical creature. You know, you may be doubting this at the time. You know, you're like, okay, yeah, right. You know, talk about magical, I'm by myself over here. Is this what I get? You know, okay, I love the wings, I love the flowers, it's really beautiful, nice, you know, awesome fairies, but what's in it in the long run, so that I feel fulfilled? Because it's pretty damn lonely over here. But yeah, because your gaze is only focused on the lightnings, and I am going to take, yeah, the lightning as the kind of like the tower, or like hardship, those instant things, you know, that happen so quickly. They they create turmoil, but you gain from them. And this is, you're only seeing the negative side, you're only seeing the traumatic side of it, almost, you know what you know what I'm saying. But again, a message of reassurance that you are being looked over, you are being protected through all of this. You know, they know everything you go through, and they know you get out of it tired. You know, you're allowed to rest, it's okay, you know. I am going to repeat something that I said in another reading. You know, you're definitely allowed to rest. Just don't fall back into a melancholy that might seem reconforting, but really just preventing you from going even higher than you already are. You arrive. You know, because you may be having trouble sorting your lines and your dots to see exactly everything you've acquired, but you are a true manifester now. A true manifester. So turn that frown upside down. And be strong. Be strong, be yourself. You'll learn how to use everything that you have gained over time. You know, I think the next years are going to be kind of about that, because at this point it seems so magical, so crazy, so, you know, it's like the universe, you know. It's really beautiful. You'll be able to gain the clarity that you need as far as all the gifts that you have acquired and how you can use them for the highest good of yourself and everybody around you. You know? Because it looks hard, but I had this thing in the other reading and it's coming back to me. It's hard, but in the end, the only thing you have to do is be there and smile. Don't doubt. You're protected, so don't doubt everything that's happening to you. Just smile through it. Get high on love. I think also it almost seems too good to be true. That now you feel like the others are having it easy because they're more naive, but in the end, you'll realize that you're having it easier because you're not gonna give credit to anything that is gonna be from the lower vibration and trying to bring you down or bring your energy down. You won't be affected by that anymore, and you will be giving love. All right, guys. So I'm gonna stop it over here. I'm gonna let him out, and then yeah, I hope this helped. Bye bye.